Salute and welcome to the F Scientist. The first thing I'd like to say is, oh my gosh, thank you so much guys for the overwhelming response I had. It was amazing. All your messages, your kind words and thoughts and feelings. Thank you so much guys. I'm feeling the love and thank you so much. You guys are the reason why I keep going, and it's really great to see some of the things that... Alright, so let me start answering some of your questions now. So the question I got asked the most by you guys was what inspired me to start a blog? And the answer to that question is that I've been cooking since I was about 9 years old. I started making breakfast on the weekends, so I'd wake up early and I do breakfast. I do pancakes, bacon and eggs, or omelets or whatever. It was really simple back then, but then now it's a lot more complex, really. I'll do brioche dough, I'll make my own bread in the morning, make croissants, queen and naan, anything really. It's so the thing is, because I've been cooking for a really long time, and anyone who's been following me on Instagram for at least a year now will know that I put a lot of food pictures on my Instagram, a lot. So because the thing is, I already took photos of my food and I was always posting them online, and the thing is, I never stick to a recipe. Every time I'm cooking and I have a recipe in front of me, I kind of I get the idea, but then I'll throw in my own spices, I'll add this, I'll remove that, or I'm always editing and changing. I never stick to a recipe. If someone gives me a recipe, I won't stick to it. I'll try and make my own, I'll do my own thing. So that's what inspired me to start a blog. I thought, hey, I've got my own ideas, and I do a lot of cooking and I take a lot of photos anyway, so why not just start a blog, man, and inspire other people who can't cook, like my brother. My brother cannot cook to save his life. Literally every time he's cooking, he'll look for a recipe, he'll just Google pancakes or whatever and just make the first recipe that comes to his mind. People to say people like my brother. Rory with a Q. I don't know why is it Rory with a Q? There's no Q in your name, Rory. But Rory with a Q says, if you could only make one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And guys, that is a really tough question, because am I allowed to if I eat this food, I can't gain weight, right? Because my selection of the food would be dependent on whether or not I could get weight, whether or not I could gain weight. No, English is not my first language, guys. But hey, and shout out to Joe Biz for sending me this really long paragraph of questions. I appreciate it. I love this. This is amazing. So shout out. You're cool. So the first question is, when did you start cooking? And I said earlier, I started cooking when I was about 9 years old, and I was just helping out. I'd make breakfast and then help out with dinner and stuff. So that's how I started cooking. What inspired you? My Annie. What do you plan to do with your cooking ability? And that's what I'm doing with my blog right now, because all my knowledge of cooking I put into there, and then also taking pictures and everything. So all my cooking skills goes straight into the blog. I'm not sure if I'm going to expand that or not, but for right now I'm pretty happy to just take pictures of food and put them on the internet and make videos too, which is what I'm doing on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see if I do food videos, because mainly my YouTube is going to be about science food videos. I don't know if I'm going to do food cooking videos, but we'll see how that goes, yeah. What is your fitness regime? Well guys, I play a lot of sport. If you read the About Me page on my blog, you'll see that I do lots of sport. I play tennis, I play soccer, I do cross country, I do athletics. I cycle occasionally, and yeah, I do a lot of running. That's my favorite, I think, so far right now. But I played tennis for the Zimbabwe national team, so tennis is something I do all year round, all the time, guys. And it is something I enjoy. It's also something I love to watch. US Open going on right now. Team Serena, guys. Team Serena. And so literally my fitness is mainly I'll play tennis 3-4 times a week, and then I'll run as well. I try to run as much as possible. It varies throughout the year. So here's an example. First term of school, that runs from January to April. That's mainly athletics and tennis season. So I'll be doing a lot of long distance running right about then. So So that's what I do. So I'll run like 4 to 5 times a week, like during that period of the year, and as well as training at tennis. I'll train like 4 times a week, and that's about like 3 hours on court. So that's what I do between January and April. And just to stray a bit, little recommendation: anyone who enjoys running, I suggest you download the Nike Plus Running app because it's amazing. It logs all your runs with like GPS and everything. And my favorite part about it is that you can add friends. So you can have all your friends there, and then it keeps a little log of competition to see like who's run the most kilometers this week or this month or this year. And you can actually challenge yourself and you can challenge your friends. So let's say like for the month of September, I'll decide to challenge John over here to see who can run the most kilometers in the month of September. And I think that's the like best motivation that one can have, is competing with your friends. So download Nike Plus Running and add me there too. Guys, when I said I'm on every social media network, I meant it. Add me on Nike Plus Running. And what I also love about it is you can create programs that also like send you notifications to remind you you're supposed to run 6Ks today, you're supposed to run 10Ks today, kind of thing. So I think that challenge is really good because it helped me. In the month of April, I ran 120 kilometers, which is the most I've run in a month like ever. And it's like, yeah, averaging like 25Ks a week, which it's really good. I think it's a great investment for someone who's looking to run more. So Nike Plus Running, guys. And then yeah, that's between January and April. And then between like April, September, like winter sports, I'll be playing like soccer, and I'll still be training at tennis, but like I'll train maybe like 2 times a week. And then it switches less from like long distance running to more like conditioning and like short interval kind of like sprints kind of thing. So that's what I'll be doing between that period of time. And then between September and December, it's back to tennis. And then also because it's like swimming season, I'm not on the swimming team, but like I have the ability to swim, and I do swim sometimes because I think it's like a great like cool down, like after like a long day, like after like that 8K run, I'll be like so dead. It's okay to like just jump in the pool and do like 2 laps or something because I'm lazy, only 2 laps. But yeah, I think that's what I do from January to December. Because the thing is, like, you're bored really easily too. Like, I don't know, people who can like go to gym 3 times a week and pump iron for like 2 hours, kudos to you. But the thing is, that's not something that's for me. I think I'd get bored. I prefer like outdoor activities and sport as a way to keep fit rather than going to the gym all the time. Also, I can't afford gym membership. So that's probably why I tend to favor like outdoor workouts or just like workout at home kind of thing. Nike Plus Training Club. Actually, that's also a great app for you to download if you want to work out at home and you don't want to like, you know, drag yourself to the gym. Sorry guys, if you enjoy gym, that's cool, but I'm not a gym kind of person, so I'm sorry if I seem kind of biased, but yeah, that's my fitness regime. Next question from Joe Biz. What's your full name? Guys, my full name is Andrea Nomtkele Makamba. That's right, Andrea Nomtkele Makamba. Can't even say my own name. What's going on, Andrea? Andrea Nomtkele Makamba. Right. Remember when I said I'm 50% John and 50% Lebele? That came to like, it became a big thing when my parents were deciding what to name me, because I'm the firstborn in my family as well. So it was kind of like first child, big thing. And so my Shona father wanted to give me a Shona name, and my Lebele mother wanted to give me a Lebele name. So it was like a bit of a fight, and I was told that it came down to like the last 2. Well, they decided eventually that it was going to be like an English name, because they were like, you know what, whatever. Also a colonization. But literally it came down to between Andrea and Gabriella. And my mom really wanted me to be called Gabriella. But then my dad was like, no, she's going to be named Andrea. And that's where Andy comes from. And my Instagram name, Andy Pandy, oh so dandy. So my first name is English, that's Andrea. And then my mom was like, okay, but she's going to have a Ndebele name, right? So my middle name is Nomtkele, right? And it means queen in Ndebele. And then my last name is Makamba, which comes from my father, means tortoise. But don't let that mislead you, because I'm not slow when it comes to anything. I do things like really quickly, quick fast. Yeah, that's how I do things. How old are you? I'm 17 years young. I'm sorry. I don't even take myself seriously when I say that. I don't know, do you guys get annoyed when people say things like I'm 17 years young? I know it's really weird. I'll just say I'm 17 years old, guys. I mean, imagine saying, how young are you? Like, instead of saying how old are you, it's really weird. Just say I'm 17 years old. Yeah, easier. How can I get to taste your food? People I go to school with always ask me to like bring stuff to school. I'm always taking stuff to school as well. So if you go to Atlantic Academy, come find me on any given day. I'll probably have food in my lunchbox or in my locker or somewhere. So, you know, or come sit with me at break and we can, you know, break bread together or cake and talk about stuff. So yeah, if you want to taste my food, just like message me or something and we'll meet up and I'll bring food. Okay, shout out once again, jokers, for your many questions. So Nash says, pancakes or waffles? I don't think you understand this, but this is the most difficult question I've ever had to answer in my entire life. And this is someone who's doing A-level maths, and this is the hardest question I've had to answer all year. Guys, pancakes or waffles? Pancakes or waffles? I've been agonizing over this question, but I'm going to have to say waffles, because guys, you can turn anything into a waffle. You can turn brownies into a waffle. You can turn like ice cream into a waffle. Ice cream into a waffle. But anything can be waffleified. Waffled? Anything can be waffled or waffleified. I don't know. Waffled or waffleified. Guys, what do you think it is? Drop it in the comments down below. But anything can be turned into a waffle. And the thing is, I don't have a waffle maker, and my birthday's in 2 weeks, so you know what to do. No, but like seriously, I think waffles. Waffles have to win. Sorry, all pancake lovers, but waffles. Majita says, what's your favorite food to eat and cook? And despite my answer to my last question, the answer to that's going like, it's pancakes. Pancakes are really great to make, guys. I think it's like, it's so easy. Like, you put everything in a bowl, you like mix it up, and then you like heat your pan and like fry your pancakes, and you get to like flip the pancakes, or you can like flip the pancakes, you know, like with the pan. So I think like, yeah, pancakes are really my favorite to cook. And also like, it's really fun like with like additions. You can like throw like strawberries in there, you can throw chocolate chips in there, blueberries, a little bit of like red food coloring. Like literally you can do whatever you want with pancakes, and that's what I love about them. So pancakes are my favorite food to cook, but my favorite food to eat would have to be French fries. Sorry. I love French fries, guys. Okay, so I've got 3 questions from Panache. What advice do you have for people who can't cook to save their lives but would really like to? What inspired you to start a blog? And with school in general, living and all, how do you maintain your blog? So first question, people who can't cook to save their lives but would really like to, write my blog. No, I'm joking. I think the thing is, start really basic, I would say. Don't try and like make a souffle on your first day, because that will fail. Guys, I've been trying, like, I haven't even perfected the souffle, and I've been cooking since I was 9. Souffles are quite difficult. I think I've only done them right like once out of like the 50,000 attempts I've had. And meringues as well, I've never been able to get meringues right. Like, can someone like teach me that? Because I'd really love to know. Like, I've watched countless videos, but I can never get meringues right. So I'd say start really simple, like dress up a bowl of oats or like noodles or something. Kylie Jenner's noodle recipe, yeah, go for that. Just start really simple and build from there. So I would say go to my blog. Sorry, I don't mean to be that guy, but this is my advice. People who can't cook. Literally, I've tried to like simplify everything, like, and do like step by step really slowly, just to help you out. So yeah, if you would really like to learn to cook, start really basic, guys. Start from like block 1. Start with like Kylie Jenner's noodle recipe, which is it's really simple, but it's really good. It's like 4 ingredients, guys. It's really easy. Just, yeah, go for that. And your second question, what inspired you to start a blog? So like I said, I've been cooking for a really long time, and my aunt inspired me. I've always taken pictures of my food, and then I think there was one day, the thing is, I spend a lot of time on other people's food blogs too, and it's really great to like connect with bloggers and talk about like your mutual interests and get advice from them, give them advice, and like the blogging community is really tight, guys. I love the blogging community. So I started talking to a bunch of food bloggers before I started my blog, and then like a lot of them really, like they said, Andrea, you should start a blog. Like my favorite Half-Baked Harvest by Tegan Gerard, and she said to me, you should start a blog, Andrea, if cooking is something you really like, and taking photos as well. And the thing is, I also really love writing. Writing is something I've done like for a long time. Like I used to write short stories in Form 1, 2, and 3, and then I stopped having time because O level, then AS level, then A level. So I stopped having time to do like short story writing. But then the thing is, like article writing, like for blogs and stuff, that was something I could still do. That was still an option. So I think that's why I started to start a blog, because it combined the things I love, writing, cooking, and taking pictures of food. Yeah. And I'm sure you guys have heard, like, for choosing a career, you're supposed to combine something you love with something you're good at and something that makes money. So for me, that something I love, cooking, taking pictures of food, with something I'm good at, which is writing, and then something that will make money. We're still trying to like figure that part out, but I'm 2/3 of the way there to finding a career. And with school and general living and all, how do you maintain your blog? So like I said, I don't have time for like short story writing, but I have time for article writing, and I'm sure that confused a lot of people. They were like, but how? I don't know, I think I find it a lot easier to write like articles for my blog, because I can just like pour out my heart and soul and feelings about like a plate of food, which is actually really easy for me. I think that was a lot easier than like trying to come up with the plot and characters and like all that kind of stuff. So that's why I think it's a lot easier for me to write that. But then anyone who knows me knows I have a busy schedule. I mean, first of all, I'm in upper 6. That's already like enough. And then I do 4 A-level subjects, and then I also play a lot of sport. Like you guys heard me, I spend 4 hours on a tennis court like 3 times a week. That's a lot of time. And then also like I'm a prefect at school, so I've got a lot of like prefectly duties. And then there are the clubs at school. I'm head of quiz club, and then I'm also the treasurer for Toastmasters at school. So that also adds in like a lot of responsibilities and things. And then with all the other like extracurriculars like NUN and like soccer and cross country and like all the like school sports and stuff like that, like I know it sounds like I don't have time, but then guys, there are 24 hours in a day, and there's a lot you can do in one day. So I just like try to jam pack my day with all sorts of activities, like from one thing to the next. So I think I'll dedicate like at least 3 hours of my time each week towards writing for the blog. And then I have a little notebook actually where I put everything in. Like I write all my ideas down. So if I'm like sitting in maths and I'm thinking about food, and I'm always thinking about food, so I'll be sitting in maths, I'll be thinking about food, and I'll be like, really craving chocolate chip cookie dough right about now. And then like I'll probably be thinking as well, probably like really hot, and then I'll be like, but then I want ice cream. But I can have cookie dough and ice cream if I make cookie dough ice cream. And that's pretty much how the idea for that chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream that's on my blog right now, that's where that idea came from. That's where the idea came from. Guys, English came on a boat. So that's where the ideas came from, and then I'll like write them down in my like little journal notebook thing that I've got going, and then that's how ideas will come. Then when I get home, I'll like dedicate like I said, I dedicate like 3 hours of like my time each week towards writing for the blog. And then I usually start by like typing out like recipe instructions and everything. Like I'll have a draft, and then I'll get to like actually testing the recipe, and then like tweaking like ingredients as and when need be. And then I'll like take photos of it and then upload the photos and post on my blog. So yeah, time management, guys, it's a really important thing, especially when you get to A-level. And I heard it's even worse like in university, that you need to be on top of your game with your time all the time. So That's what I try to do. I try to like timetable all my activities and things like homework and whatever, so that's how I have enough time to write for my blog with everything else that's going on in my life. I mean, guys, I still have a social life. I know it sounds like I don't, but I still have a social life. Something of a social life. And Jack Patterson says, what's your go-to before school breakfast? And Jack, I don't think you know how happy this question made me, because it meant I get to talk about oats. And guys, I am obsessed with oats. Oats are the greatest thing that we have been given on this planet. But there's so many things you can do with oats, guys. Literally. On any given day, I will be having oats. Like, I think I have oats like 99 out of like 100 days a year. And they're not 100 days in a year, they're 365 days. So let me correct that. I have oats like 360 out of 365 days a year. I'm always eating oats, guys. So usually like first thing when I wake up, I'll just like put like half a cup of oats, half a cup of water, and like some coconut milk, cinnamon, put that all on the stove, and then I'll go like bath and get ready for school. And then by the time I get like I'm done with all of that, like my oats will be ready, and then I'll just have a quick bowl, and then I'm off to school. Or I'll have overnight oats. And I don't know, you guys saw the post on, it was actually the third post on my blog, and it's called I Have an Obsession, and that's literally where I wrote about my entire oats obsession. Guys, I love oats. Oh, they're so great. So what I have here is a jar of overnight oats. And the recipe for this is actually coming to the blog this weekend as well. And what I'll do is I'll just like get like a cup of oats on a Sunday afternoon. Just grab a cup of oats and like put 2 cups of milk, like, and you can add anything in, like you want. You can add a quarter cup of chia seeds. You can add honey, cinnamon, ginger, whatever you fancy, and then just like stir that and leave that in the fridge. And then that's breakfast for the whole week. You can just like portion it out. What I like to do is portion it out into these little jars. Guys, don't throw glass jars away. They're really useful. Like if I make like hot fudge sauce or something, I'll just like keep the rest in like a glass jar. So don't throw these away. If you come across them, keep them, recycle. Climate change is a real problem, guys. It's a real problem. So that's when I go to breakfast before school. It's usually something of the oats variety. So yeah, I'll either have like stovetop oats or a jar of like these overnight oats. Yeah. Anyway, I just like to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your support. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you have a question and I didn't answer it in this video, please drop it in the comments below. DM me on Instagram, Snapchat me your question or whatever. I will answer. But anyway, thank you so much guys for watching this. I really appreciate you. Mwah. See you next time.